So today is repair day in the EarthRoamer. Pulled some of the cabinets apart, just some of the drawers, so that we can get into the heater. So I'll just try to put you right in there. There is the diesel heater, and it's smoking really badly. So we have to pull it apart and clean it. Hi there. Today, we're going to try to rebuild the Airtronic, or the ESPAR Diesel Heater for our EarthRoamer. However, after using it for a while, you'll get a error code telling you that it needs service. And that usually means, as you might guess, it's a carbon buildup. So you have to take it apart and clean it out. And then while you're doing that, you might as well replace all the parts that you can buy from Amazon. And I hope you can read that. That's the part number. It was like $25 or something from Amazon. It comes with all the gaskets that are required to rebuild. 2 gaskets for the combustion chamber. There's the new igniter. It also comes with, oh yes, this is the tool for reinserting the filter that goes in the combustion chamber ahead of the igniter, and a tool to put it in the exact distance it needs to be set in. To get that out, you're going to need a hook like this, but even then I already struggled. To get the heater out of your rig, I'll assume you have the similar heaters I have, and it's mounted the same way. You have to remove the 4 screws that hold the case to the floor. So before you do that, you need to remove the top and open these 2 clips, and the top of the case comes off. So now you have access to the unit itself. From underneath, you're going to have to undo, this is outside of the rig, underneath the rig, undo these 4 nuts, undo your exhaust from the bottom of the rig that goes to the little muffler, and then that's the air intake as well. And then there is the fuel line. And there's also a tiny little fuel pump, which needs to have the filter replaced or replace the entire fuel pump. I think it was $20 for an entirely new pump. The rig is 10 years old. I'm going to replace the pump. Through the magic of editing, there's the pump. I bought 2. I like to carry a spare. I need a truck to follow us, a support truck with all the spare parts. And it would be great if that truck was driven by a certified Ford mechanic that could help me with all this. Anyway, so this is the fuel pump that fits underneath your vehicle on the outside. It needs to be mounted at a specific angle, by the way. So if yours is mounted like this, make sure you replace it in the same position. Bring it in. Oh yeah, you have to unplug it. You have to lift this wire out of the case. And then you just slide the entire unit out. Open that side. So now you have the Webasto diesel heater. So here's the fan for cool air. It sucks cool air in. Here's the control module, the fuel line that goes in to here from the bottom. This is the outside of your rig. That's where your fuel line plugs in, where your filter was, your pump, into here and into here. Carefully move the boot out of the way. And there is your igniter. So you have to remove this and take it apart to get access to all the parts. So let's try to do this so you can see. First thing you do, your Torx 20. Most of this is Torx. So undo this screw here, remove the screw, put everything in your container because I'm known for losing things. And then this just pops off. It's got this little pinch here. Can you see that? Just a pinch right there. Just plastic. Pinch that. And the entire module comes up. And then once the module comes up out of the way, you can remove the lines. I'll do it this way. So this is for the igniter. Move that out of the way. And these are just control lines, control wires for programming. So there's a red, rather a green and a blue. I take a picture of things before I take it apart. And they only go in one way, and they're keyed. They got special little keys there, so they only go in one way. So just remember which one goes where, again, by taking a picture. Now you can move the module out of the way, move this wire out of the way, and now carefully pull your boot off if you're going to reuse your igniter. You do get a new one with the boot and the plug and of course the actual igniter. But now I have the proper tool, and I think it's supposed to be one-time use, but we'll see how that goes. So then carefully move your wires out of the way. You put that through your wire. Let me go do it this way. Put the wires in there. Do you see that? The wires fit in that slot. It's the only way to get it out. Connect your socket. Get your ratchet on the end. I've already loosened mine. And there's your igniter. So there's the port, and that's something you have to clean because that often gets a carbon buildup. And then when the fuel line enters that port, if there's too much carbon down inside there, the fuel line enters right down in there. So if that's plugged up with carbon, you're not getting the proper amount of fuel, the unit's going to throw an error. By the way, the initial cause for concern with my unit was white smoke at startup. So whenever we started up the unit, it just bellowed out stinky white smoke. And then once it got warmed up, it was fine. But it was kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. Then you have to pull the unit apart to get to the combustion chamber, which is inside. So you stand it up on end like that. I've already taken out 3 of the screws. So then just remove the 4 screws. Just pretend, if you will, that the 4 screws are in there. 2, 3, and 1 on this side for 4. Then once you get everything, those 4 screws removed, you can unplug this as well. So you remove the module completely, and then you pull the top half off, and there's your fan that sucks in the air that blows into the combustion chamber. There's the gasket, of course, that I'm going to replace. It's a regular gasket with a piece of metal in the middle of it, a piece of tin, so it's sort of flexible but still sturdy enough. There's not much cleaning to do here because again, this is your intake, right? So it's clean air that goes in there. Get that out of the way. Now again, taking your Torx, you have to take apart the combustion chamber. There's no other way to get in there because this is all cast aluminum. So now to get into this section, again, here's your fuel line going in, as you can see. And here's your chamber here for the igniter. And the igniter ignites the fuel and forces the fuel and air mixture into the unit to create combustion. So again, I've already taken this apart once. So I've only got 1 screw left, and it's a Torx as well, a Torx 25. There's 4 Torx. They're shorter, don't mix them up. These 4 were longer, and these 4 here were short ones. Once you get that, you can lift this section up with this rubber grommet here, lift it all up, which takes the fuel line off, the entire combustion chamber, and that's where the magic happens inside this unit. And that's the part that gets really carboned up. And at the end is the opening, which fits down inside, that gets really carboned up. And that's where mine was mostly full of carbon. So it took a while to clean that. I don't know if you can smell the brake cleaner. Can you smell that? Yeah, it's pretty tough to work with. And then you can see the gasket in there as well. So you clean this out really well. Get a wire brush in there, clean it out with brake cleaner, let it dry, clean this section out, pull the other old gasket off, and then get in there with a wire brush and really clean in there and get all the carbon out. It's difficult to get down inside there to get the carbon out, but I used a rag and a long screwdriver and really chipped away, and I got a really thin file just to get down inside the fins to help me get the carbon out of the bottom of there. So that's really all there is to it.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so as often happens when you order from Amazon, things are not correct. And I got the part number right off the heater, but all the gaskets are wrong. These are too small, as you can see. So it's for a different size heater. So either I ordered the wrong one. I don't think I did, but I could have. So I'm going to have to reuse the existing gaskets. Oops, need those. The old gaskets. So, best laid plans. Let's put this thing back together again. Until the tool bottoms out. So the tool bottoms out on this edge here. This edge right here, which is where the igniter sits on. So now the filter's in there. That's the new one, yeah. Tries to remind me when we're making these videos. This is a family show. Each plug is keyed differently. Obviously that one's larger, so you know which plug goes in there. But even these two, which are the green and blue, I was worried about getting them right again. I took a picture of it to make sure. And then I realized that they're also keyed, and they only go in one way. You can't put the wrong plug. You can't put the green in this one. It has to go in there. In theory, we're ready to reinstall it into the EarthRoamer.